I'm just gonna get ahead of this right now. Today's mixed drink of the week, fuck yeah, could end up being worse than Ironford 1.0. I'm a little nervous about it, but no matter how it is, I'm not redoing it. So, yeah.
Thrall's balls! They're everywhere!
Thrall's Balls. The World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, and Wooly. What's up, swingers? Welcome to episode 33 of Thrall's Balls from the foamy streets of Milwaukee. This is the Thrall's Balls headquarters, and I am Wooly. I am joined today yet again by Gershom and Bentolas, who is back up in a house. How you doing? How you guys doing? On today's show, Microsoft shows us the true power of money. Data mining continues to be a minefield, and we are drafting a dungeon team. Yeah. So, how are you guys doing? What's up?
Ladies first, baby.
Oh, baby, thank you. You're so sweet. I finished my Night Fae campaign on my Blood Elf Hunter. That was super sweet. I'm actually gushing about that. I know I gushed about it a little bit last week, how much I liked it. But I just gotta say, in general, the Winter Queen is not playing around. She is seriously not playing around. Like, I made a joke before about her having like big hands for some reason. I was like, oh, I'm the Winter Queen, I have big hands. Well, if she has equally big feet, then she's gonna shove that foot up your ass if you're playing like the Night Fae campaign. So she's definitely not fucking around with the Drust and the Arden Wield, and it was actually a really cool campaign. Like, I joked around a lot thinking that it was boring, or it's not. It was a ton of fun. I had a ton of fun. Big Daddy Gershom bought No Tokus and Rosita. That's my Blood Elf Hunter, Rosita. He bought all of them enough anima and Stygia to upgrade their gear and get all their mounts. Yeah, so they got all their renowned mounts and all that shit. I'm literally just chilling out until 9.2, just working on mount grinds and weird shit, just sitting tight until that shit happens. So, Ben, what have you been up to?
I've had actually. I apologize to everyone. I've had a lot of personal, not personal, but like personal things going on. So I'm glad to be back. And yeah, I actually transferred to Illidan. I got into the guild I've been trialing on. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, it was a journey, but I'm really happy because I think these guys are a good group, and I think when 9.2 rolls around, I'm gonna obviously maintain my rogue, but at the same time, I'm gonna be trying to play something different for like a heroic raiding guild.
Wait, so, you're going away from your outlaw rogue?
No. He's gonna be my main. I'm gonna be raiding on him for like all my main shit. But like I'm gonna be raiding with friends, and I'm gonna be doing like a different class, like just to test myself, okay. If that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, so that's what you've been doing, huh? Well, congrats on the guild. Congrats on moving over to Illidan. It's kind of a minefield of a server. People get kind of testy over there.
To be honest with you, I'm not very happy about spending $20 to transfer there, but I only transfer my rogue, so I'm good to go.
There you go.
It is what it is. They're a good group of guys, and I'm looking forward to raiding with them.
Yeah. Well, what I've been up to is there was a transfer in the cards for me as well. This is actually a huge deal because I moved my original Warlock to Proudmoore, and He has never left his home server. Never. He's never hit level cap, and he has never left Twisting Nether, and now he's on Proudmoore because I want to play him more. And I've been leveling him. He's level 40 now. He's a human warlock. People can call it boring. I don't care. He's going to remain a human with the name he has, Vestin. Pelswick is still there. Pelswick is probably going to be what I raid on for the rest of the expansion, because I don't want to go back and do all that alt stuff, you know, like catch-up things. Other than that, what I've been doing is, between Pelswick and Kovak, my Orc Warlock, I've been running through Tomb of Sargeras to get Transmog. And I haven't basically been thinking at all about gear for next tier, because they have like catch-up gear that you can get in, what the hell's that place called? Zereth Mortis. So I'm going to be doing that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've been hitting islands on Pelswick because I want to get the Twilight Avenger Drake for him. And you know what? I'm going to start the show off with a shot here. I have a shot of Tennessee honey whiskey here in front of me. I'm just going to down that sumbitch. Here we go.
Catch up with us. Look out, asshole.
Sweet Jesus. Oh, God, that's good. So, Third Faction said something nice about us at their end of the year show. You want to talk about that?
Oh, no, they just, so they had a little thing where they opened their end of the year show for, like, send in your shout out. So it was kind of like a shout out back. Yeah. So, like, and so I sent a message, shouting out a bunch of people that I admired and stuff in the community. And one of the, some of the people I mentioned were you guys, because I was like, you helped me find my voice in the community, you know, and I'm not too comfortable with like podcasting and I'm a little shy and all this stuff. And so they read it out on their show, and that was nice. And Bricko was like, it's a great show. And I was surprised that Dermiternoth said, that she listened to the show. I was like, oh, really? Demeternoth? Like, I had a little bit of like a fangirl moment. I was like, no way. But she had admitted to listening to the show, and I thought that was nice. So, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I had a bit of one of those moments when I found out that Aya had listened to our show once. She probably didn't keep up with it. Because, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. If you're listening, Aya, hi, how's it going? But yeah, that always feels nice when if you're like, is anybody even really listening? And then you find out people are, and it's fucking awesome. So, thanks everybody for listening.
I am the worst with that. Like, I have the worst Twitter presence.
You just made your Twitter like a month ago.
No. It wasn't a month ago. It was more than that. I made it for the show, but like I'm the worst at like updating it. So everyone, I love you. I'm sorry that I don't keep up with it the way I should, but I love you all. Thank you very much for listening.
2/3 of us have been drinking a bit tonight, and I will be catching up in a minute here. Speaking of, you guys want to do the mixed drink of the week? Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. It's the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah. This week is the Unholy Death Night, and the drink is called Outbreak. Now, before we get into it, I have to say, once again, please only drink if you're of legal age or legal whatever to do so. And also, reminder that we're not responsible for anything that may befall you based on things that happen to you of, you know, your own choices. Just drink responsibly and don't be stupid. It's that simple. So, I mentioned at the top of the show that this drink has the potential to be worse than the Iron Fur 1.0. And there's a very specific reason why. It's a big risk, but I have an alternative already set in case that's the case. So, oh, fuck my dick. I don't have it. Anyway, we're just gonna roll with it. So, you guys, while I quickly scamper to the other room, what do you think is in, because I have wireless headphones, what do you think is in an outbreak?
Chris is going first. Go.
All right, so you definitely, with the outbreak, we're talking about the Unholy Death Knight, right? There's definitely White Claw involved, and there's definitely Fireball involved.
All right. We're gonna call that your guess. Gershom, what's your guess?
All right, I made it a little bit more of a mixed drink. I'm gonna say 2 shots of Jaeger, or 1 if you're not into tons of booze. I love booze, so 2 shots of Jaeger. Fill it almost to the top with ginger ale, and then you're gonna add licorice ice. And there's a reason for this. This is fun. I don't think you would have ever thought of this. This is actually a drink I made before at a party, so I just wanted to put it out there. But the licorice ice is basically take a whole bag of black licorice pull and peel Twizzlers, and you boil them down into like 4 cups of water until you have like licorice water, and you make ice cubes. And then when you drop them in the drink, they sort of spread like black nastiness into the drink. So you make the drink, and then it's like the virulent plague.
Oh my god, that sounds really good.
That actually sounds a lot cooler than.
Well, it goes with the Jaeger. So you basically have like a licorice drink. And yeah, that's it.
Well, you nailed the Jaeger. There's definitely Jaeger in it. It starts off simple enough. It is a shot of Jagermeister and Mountain Dew. And now this is the part where this has big potential to be way worse than Iron Fur 1.0. Have you guys heard of a shot called the cement mixer?
Did you put bologna in it?
No.
What's a cement mixer? What is
it? A cement mixer is a shot. I can't remember 100% what goes into it, but I know 2 of the key components, actually I think it's the only components, are Bailey's Irish Cream, which is awesome, but then you also add lime juice, and the point of the lime juice is it makes the Bailey's curdle, and that's why they call it a cement mixer, because it's gross and it's got the texture of cement, and the reason you do that is so you shoot it faster. Now,
Are you gonna drink this?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
add that into this drink in the hopes that everything is okay. Because I feel like the chunkiness, it's the Unholy Death Knight. This is a grenade I feel like I need to fall on. If it turns out to be awful, I'm going to go ahead and say instead of the Bailey's and lime juice, it's Jagermeister, Green Mountain Dew, and because you gotta differentiate now, there's a shit ton of Mountain Dews, and gummy worms, which is arguably what I should have gone with. But the Jaeger is in the cup. I'm adding the Mountain Dew.
I'm literally shivering right now. This is not good.
I mean, it's the Unholy Death Knight. Something had to be. Sometimes you gotta take risks, all right? Unholy Death Knight calls for an unholy drink.
The things you do for this show.
Oh, this ain't nothing. One time I covered a cupcake in ranch dressing. Took a bite of that bitch.
I would rather do that.
Okay. Here. All right, I'm adding the lime juice to the Bailey's. Oh, wait a minute. Apparently I didn't open the lime juice properly. How do I do that? Puncture small hole in top. Who the hell carries around instruments of punctureness? I'm looking around.
Look out, Gums. Here comes asshole.
Don't.
Look out, lime juice. Here comes asshole. I mean, knife.
Okay, I think I found something sharp enough that will work to puncture it. As soon as I unhook, it's a fucking Allen wrench, but that's okay, because it's a teeny tiny Allen wrench. Oh boy. I'm going to take this opportunity to mention to the swingers as I struggle here. Last week we did this too. We are using a new method of recording that basically keeps this almost like a live production. So the background music is actually going while we record. The bumpers are playing in real time. If it sounds all right, I want to keep doing it that way. And this does, I'm not saying anything, I'm not committing to anything, I haven't even talked to these two about it, but this does open the door to possibly doing the shows live someday. Maybe not all of them, maybe not whatever, I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there, motherfucker. Okay, lime juice is open.
Are you talking to the lime juice or us?
I was talking to
We're gonna get there, bitch.
I guess that's where it intersects. All right, lime juice is going into the Baileys. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus, this is a bad idea.
I think this is going to make you throw up later.
This is going to, like, puke.
Yeah, you're going to puke.
Oh, shit, it's already started curdling.
I don't,
Chug it, chug.
Oh, Ben, you are drunk.
Okay,
Holy
so...
shit.
All right, it is curdling, but there's enough Mountain Dew and Jaeger in the cup. By the way, solid guess with the Jaeger. I am impressed that you knew it would be Jaeger.
Really? You do Jaeger a lot.
I haven't done Jaeger in a while because I ran out. Anyway, this is all mixed up. Right now, it just looks like a layer of foam on top of the cup. I hit my microphone with my headset. I do not apologize. All right, I'm gonna test this bitch out. Over the lips, through the gums. Look out, asshole. Yeah, that's actually not bad. That's not bad. I expected more chunkiness, but I guess I managed to avoid the chunky.
I am shocked.
The chunky. You know what? I'm gonna go with it.
That's show title.
Exactly. Episode title: Avoid the chunky.
Avoid the chunky. Oh God, no, nasty.
So that was the mixed drink of the week. Here's the thing: we are starting to reach the end of this mixed drink series. We have next week the Frost Death Night. We're gonna do Endless Winter, and after that is the Blood Death Night, and then the series of specializations is over. And there's a few different directions we can go. So I'm going to put it out to the audience. I'm going to make another poll for this. Do you want the next series to be drinks based on cities or drinks based on bosses in Ice Crown Citadel? And the focus of the next drink series is going to be on the shot that goes into the drink. I probably should have talked to my co-hosts about this first. Sorry, guys. I fucked that up. But I'm going to put it in a poll. Everybody vote on it. Tell me, do you want city drinks? Shot-focused city drink? Oh, fuck me. Did you ever so much that you died? No. Okay, I don't know what's happening to me right now. I'm going to make a poll. If you want the next drink series to be in-game cities, you can vote for that. If you want it to be raid bosses in Ice Crown Citadel, you can vote for that. All right. We're good? We're good.
We're good.
So to recap, the Outbreak is a shot of Jagermeister, Mountain Dew, a shot of Bailey's with lime juice mixed in. Remember when I said we're not responsible for anything that happens to you based on your own choices? There's a reason I say that. Let's move on to the WoW news.
Time for WoW news, motherfuckers.
Okay, it is the WoW news. We have some stuff to talk about. There is the little matter of Microsoft fucking buying Activision-Blizzard. What the what? And it's the biggest, I think it was the second biggest purchase or biggest purchase ever in games. It's $68.7 billion is what Microsoft is purchasing Activision-Blizzard for. So this comes with a lot of questions like, what about the lawsuit? Wait, what about Bobby Kotick? Are we finally getting rid of that piece of shit? Phil Spencer said, among other things, until this transaction closes, Activision-Blizzard and Microsoft Gaming will continue to operate independently. Once the deal is complete, the Activision-Blizzard bosses will report to me as CEO, Microsoft Gaming, said Phil Spencer, Xbox CEO. What this means, and this was later confirmed, we're getting fucking rid of Bobby Kotick. Go fuck yourself, Bobby. Get the fuck out of here. He is stepping down once this deal completes, which is great, but it's not until June 2023, which is not great. And the other
and also not great is that he's getting $390 million fucking dollars to leave.
It's
like
bullshit.
I know I've actually said the joke, like I will pay anything to get this motherfucker out of here, but $390 million, I'm just gonna say right away, that motherfucker needs to give something to charity or kids somewhere or something. Like that is such an ass ton of money. I can't even wrap my head around it. Like it literally makes me want to cry. I can't. It's just so much money. I'm glad he's leaving, but come on, dude. If you don't do something right, then I'm gonna find you. I want to stab him in the face. Sorry.
Don't issue public threats now.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. It's annoying.
I hope
so
he
annoying.
steps on a Lego.
My kids, you know what? My kids actually, they were doing a fucking stupid would you rather today. And they were like, would you rather walk on a mile of Legos or step on a hot coal? And I was like, I would probably rather walk on a mile of Legos, but I hope he steps on a hot coal, honestly.
Yeah.
Because that hurts.
He's a scumbag because he's making a bunch of money off of this. But at least he's leaving. But more reasons he's a scumbag is, okay, oh my god. We have to back up real quick. Don't fucking make this drink. Don't fucking make this drink. This is fucking nasty. Oh my god, this is worse than the Ironford 1.0.
Nice. Right. Why are you backing up? Live it. Come on, live it.
Because I have to point out what the actual then drink is, so we don't have to make a whole new episode with it. It is a shot of Jagermeister, Mountain Dew, and gummy worms. As many gummy worms as you want. All right, I'm not finishing this this disgusting thing. Anyway, Bobby Kotick is a fucking scumbag. Glad to get rid of him. But this asshole got up on an interview with GamesBeat, and they're like, so what was your motivation for selling? Did it have anything to do with the lawsuit? And he's like, well, actually, I think more than that, the stocks weren't doing well because, they had to delay Overwatch 2, which, by the way, was in part his fault. Call of Duty isn't doing so well, blah, blah, blah. All kinds of fucking deflection and blaming the individual fucking developers. Go fuck yourself, Bobby. Fuck you. You barely acknowledged the shit going on at ABK, much less the role you played in covering it up. Sit on a fucking railroad spike. Just do it. Bite the curb and wait for somebody to step on you. That's not a threat. It is a hope.
I threatened him, but you didn't.
It's not a threat. It's a hope.
It's a statement.
Yeah.
And I agree with you 100%. Like, what the fuck? This guy is out of his mind. To be honest with you, he's out of his mind.
I am so glad we're going to get rid of him. Now, here's the question. This opens up a lot of questions, actually. Like, is WoW going to be on PC Game Pass? Are they making an Xbox port? Personally, I hope they... Actually, I think I'd be okay with an Xbox port as long as you can plug a keyboard and mouse into an Xbox. Because we have enough bad people who play the game already that aren't good at the game. It's not going to feel like that much difference if people are trying to play on controller. Maybe, I don't know. But the biggest thing I'm curious about Can we finally fucking stop calling it Activision-Blizzard and just start calling it Blizzard again? Is that a thing?
I really don't know. Like, what are we gonna call it? To be honest with you, like I'm all about it because I like.
I'm just gonna call it Blizzard.
Yeah.
I was wondering that too. I was like, when we watch the cinematics, like part of the fun is like watching like Blizzard like washes across the screen, you know, and you see Blizzard. Like, what the fuck is it gonna? It's not gonna say like Microsoft. It's gonna be so weird. Like, we've been so married to Blizzard for so many years. I don't know. It just seems weird.
I think it's gonna do. Like, I mean, now if you launch WoW, it doesn't splash the Blizzard, like, cinematic logo thing across the screen unless it's, like, the first time installing it or it's just been installed or whatever. I think it's going to also have Microsoft ahead of that, because I think it does Activision now, too. Anyway, I'm not worried about it. Fuck you, Bobby Kotick. I really don't give a fuck if the door hits you on the ass on the way out.
Can I actually say something real quick before we go out of this segment? So I was thinking like I was thinking the fact that another thing that Bobby Kotick said that I think that was fucked up was that he said like, oh, I'm selling the franchise because Blizzard doesn't have the talent that these other fucking companies have.
Oh, he said I didn't catch that.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta go
dude.
back to the.
He made it seem like it was like.
He basically mentioned. Sorry, Chris. I'll give you a second to get in. I know we're both thinking, but
no, you're right. You're right. 100%.
He basically said that he was gonna go more into the metaverse. And that he didn't feel like Blizzard had the talent to get into that. And I was like, motherfucker, you have so much money. Can you please give some of that money then to fund people to, I don't know, like, can you provide some scholarships or some internships or something? Like, there's so much money in this company. And now he's leaving with all this money. And I really hope he does something with it. Like, I hope. If he thinks that Blizzard people didn't have talent, which I think is a fucking shitty thing to say, then provide these people with the money to go learn what you think they needed to learn. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry.
So are you talking about how he was not originally, but at one point considering selling to Facebook?
Yes.
No. Well,
Meta, the company that owns Facebook, whatever.
Yeah, like the metaverse, but you don't need to say that people at Blizzard don't have the talent.
Well, I think that was messed up.
I
thought he was saying the people at Facebook couldn't keep up with it. Did I misunderstand?
I might have misunderstood. Honestly,
Either
I thought
way,
he said.
I
thought he was saying that the people at Blizzard didn't have the talent.
He probably thinks that though, because he's an asshole.
He's a giant douche, and I really think like this is the best thing for WoW going forward. I
think so too. Let's not be naive though. There is still serious problem. This isn't like a magic get out of bullshit free card. There's a lot of things that have to happen. Unionization is still moving forward, which we'll get to in a moment. And the industry in general treats women like shit. Treats minorities like shit. Treats non-binary, LGBT, I'm just going to say queer because it's an all-encompassing, people like shit, and it needs to change. But I believe this is a step in the right direction. I have heard Microsoft is very strict about cracking down on that because even if their motivation is just to avoid lawsuits, it's still got the desired effect. So in conclusion, fuck off, Bobby. And speaking of, actually, I didn't include this in the notes, but I want to mention Mike Ybarra. It was semi a reaction to this and semi a commentary on how they're trying to change things. He said a lot of things about how they're still working very hard to be more inclusive, which I would like to believe, but I'm hearing a lot of and seeing a lot of screenshots internally over Slack that are kind of bringing that into question. But Mike did say one thing, not related, that they were he teased a few announcements coming this week. So I'm hoping, I don't think we're going to get an expansion announcement, but I'm hoping we'll find out when we will get an expansion announcement. All I'm going to say about that. But anyway, back to this ABK stuff. We mentioned before a few weeks ago that the QA team at Raven Software was striking because Activision fucked them over and gave a bunch of them, there was about 30 of them, I think, notice that they were going to be laid off, but they did that right before the fucking holiday. Like, layoffs happen in companies, that happens. But with so little notice that they had the holidays, basically, to find a new job, what are they supposed to do for the families at that time? And in reaction, the I forget the name of the group. It's the ABK something. In reaction to this, they have unionized. They are asking for voluntary recognition of the Game Workers Alliance union on behalf of Activision-Blizzard. That has, to my knowledge, not been voluntarily recognized yet, but that doesn't mean they're not going ahead with their plan. They're going through every legal channel they have to be a legal union, even if Activision-Blizzard tells them to fuck off. I approve of this. I support this. I think it needs to happen more in the games industry, because one thing that happens a lot in gaming is crunch. And that is when you force your people are working like 70, 80-hour weeks to get the product out on time. And I don't know the ins and the outs, but I know that is not necessarily a good thing. So this is all I'm going to say about it, because I'm getting really close to talking out of my ass. Just saying, the QA people at Raven are doing what they can to get back what is coming to them, you know, for all the shit. Maybe I had more alcohol than I thought I did.
Is it 3/3 of the show now?
I think so.
Noise.
So to be honest with you, I'm just very happy that Bobby Kotick has nothing to do with WoW going forward.
Yeah. And that's actually why I didn't want to say very much about Raven, is because they're Call of Duty developers, and this is a WoW show. But it all falls under the Activision umbrella. So
no, it does.
Bobby Kotick.
Yes, really. He is absolutely the biggest piece of shit on the planet, and I think that WoW will be better with him not being in charge.
Yeah, I am looking forward to June of next year. Moving on, those of you who are familiar with Limit, previously Complexity Limit, who was before that Limit, they've been acquired by Team Liquid, an esports organization that, they're, small indie. No, they're fucking enormous. They're a big esports organization. There's a huge change. The in-game guild Limit has been renamed Liquid. They'll be participating in the Race to World First under Team Liquid. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to see this happen. There was a quote made. I apparently didn't attribute it. Fuck my life. But it was, "Today, Team Liquid is tremendously proud to announce the signing of Limit Guild, one of the largest signings in Team Liquid history. Limit are legends in the World of Warcraft raiding community, having achieved world firsts in Castle Nathria and Nyalotha raids. Led by Max Maximum Smith, Limit Guild is one of the world's most popular raiding guilds, with over 30 million viewed hours as they raced to make PvE history." Now, the other really cool thing about this is they are expanding what the newly minted Liquid Guild is doing. Like, they're looking at moving into PvP. I wouldn't be surprised if they hit up some Mythic Dungeon International, I think they call it now. I'm excited to see where this goes. I haven't really previously been a huge WoW esports guy, but I think I can get on board with this. I don't know. Bent, I think this might be something you might have some thoughts on. Do you?
I do, and I think it's a really good move. To be honest with you, I think that Liquid is a great organization. Let me be straight up with that. They really do a good job of taking care of like their players and whatnot, and I'm actually really interested to see what they think about like the whole, world's first and whatnot. I think that I don't think Limit is the best guild in the world, to be honest with you. I think the European one is better, but I'm actually excited to see where this goes because it's a huge step forward, if you ask me.
Is Liquid purely a North American organization, though?
It's funny because I actually interviewed with Liquid. I was going to be a CSGO analyst for them, but yeah, that was when I was doing CSGO and playing that game a lot. But yeah, they really are. They really. This is a great move for that guild. I really think they're gonna. It gives you the exposure you need, and you know what? Liquid takes care of their people, if that makes sense.
It does. It does. All right. Well, are you guys ready to move on to the question of the week?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Question. Buff. The week.
So, it's the question of the week. Last week, we asked you, where is your very first WoW character you ever made now? Basically, are they still where you left them? Are you still playing them? That kind of thing. And Aaron says, Wigglestein, my gnome monk, was my OG character from 2015 on Proudmoore. He was a brewmaster for most of my life. I'm assuming you mean most of his life? Whatever. Though he has changed vocation several times throughout the years. Still out there, though, as the one healer that I can actually use. I suck at healing. More power to you, Aaron. Who wants to read Shanty?
Actually, can I say something? A shout out to Aaron. Wigglestein is actually out there. When we do time walking, he brings him and he's like, I still need to practice healing. So yeah, so Wigglestein is actually out there and active.
Doesn't he also have another character named Papa Steen or something?
I
feel like that's got to be related.
I think that's his hunter. I'm not entirely sure. Someone should hit us up and let us know. Shantyman says, Kalea Orc Rogue on Skywall. Only thing that has changed about them was gender in the barbershop.
Nice.
So I don't know. Yep. That's Shantyman. Love Shantyman, by the way. He came to TBCon, so shout out to Shantyman.
And he recently expressed hope in the Discord server that he would be able to return to WoW at some point with Bobby Kotick getting the boot.
I hope he does, and I hope he returns to TBCon too, because Shantyman was a very cool person that I really enjoyed getting to know.
We still got to get him on the show. We tried once, and scheduling stuff fell through.
For sure.
So this next name, I am deeply sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Shaganya?
Shaganya? Is that how you say it? You want to read that one?
I'll read it. I got you. They say, Shaganya says, Blood Elf Paladin on Earthen Ring deleted. So they deleted their character.
I used to play on Earthen Ring. Actually, I'm pretty sure I still have an Orc Mage and an Orc Death Knight there in Alia Yakta S. The Horde answer to CTR. Convert to raid. Although now I think about it, AIE I think is older than CTR. Anyway, next answer.
Crucifix says, mine was Crucifix Still a dwarf pally, started on server Duskwood in 2007, moved to Argent Dawn at Shadowlands launch, and now resides on Whisperwind. So Crucifix always mixes me up. Is this the same Crucifix? I would love to know if he's actually been playing his same character since he started playing.
Because that would be dope. I think
that would be fun to know, because there's a lot of characters who don't do that. So
yeah,
that was Crucifix. Yeah.
That kind of history is something I only have on 2 characters, and that's my Druid and the Warlock that I just brought to Proudmoore. Bent, want to read immunes?
Mine was a Tauren Priest, then stopped playing for a while and rolled a Worgen Mage.
And he says, I think both are deleted. Kate says, in college, my roommate and I played a bit on free trial. If I remember correctly, I was a Night Elf Hunter. I have no recollection of the name I gave her, but she was as basic benches can get. I loved her, though. Don't remember the email I used for her, but may she rest in peace with all the other abandoned hunters out there. Alright. Here's another name I'm not really sure how to say. Guys, if you could, let us know how we're supposed to say that so we don't say it wrong, I'd appreciate it. It'd be very nice of you. You want to read that one, Gershom?
Yeah, I actually responded to Kate, too. She said something about her Night Elf Hunter being a basic bitch, and I was like, that was kind of the most basic bitch thing you could do, when you were first starting WoW. So I thought that was funny.
Shay has a Night Elf Hunter, just saying.
I've said that I was like, go for it, girl. That's how you do it. I pronounce this name Tarlia. I just leave out the J. I don't know why. But Tarlia says a human warlock named Cleopatra on my dad's account way back in Burning Crusade. She so does not exist no more. LOL. So I think, I don't know. I guess that's funny.
Ben, Vanderlyle.
Hold on, let me find him.
I can read it if you want.
No, I got it.
You got your push to talk on?
Yeah. Vanderlyle says Joltron, Night Elf Hunter on Deathicus, home of
I think that's
Angway.
I think that's pronounced Angway. And he put a link in Discord to some website. Apparently it's some orc rogue who spent a lot of time griefing Alliance players. I don't know. I don't know. You kind of went over my head there with that one, Vanderlyle. And finally, we have Brodsky, a gnome warlock made at launch that got rage deleted due to me getting frustrated, trying to do the Voidwalker quest. Was dying over and over again trying to run through high-level zones to go from Ironforge to Stormwind to do the quest. Wasn't until later I found out there was a damn train that went between the two. I found that train by accident. I went through a portal. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? And then I saw that a big tunnel. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I start walking along the tunnel. Then a train goes over my head.
I love this especially because IRL Brodsky is a math teacher, so
That's
he's
awesome.
super, super fucking smart, and it just cracks me up.
Gershom, what's your answer?
My answer is my first character was a Tauren female shaman named Miranda. Yeah, and I distinctly remember the day that I rage quit her. I was dealing with some gnolls somewhere, and I was like, I don't know what the fucking gnoll is, and they were like, and they were kicking my ass, and I kept dying, and I couldn't figure out my totems, and I rage quit, and I deleted her. And after that, I made my first main, Buck Nasty, a troll rogue who still exists.
Nice.
But Miranda has been deleted into the Twisting Nether. Yep.
Oh, I love the way you word that, into the twisting nether. Ben, what about you? What was your first character? Where are they now?
It was a guy, is a rogue, believe it or not.
I'm shocked.
But he was on Cho'Gall and he was undead, and I deleted him. I want nothing to do with that guy.
Why? What happened?
I just don't think I never was gonna play on Cho'Gall, if that makes sense. So whatever, fuck him.
I feel like most people, when they start the game, end up not really getting the whole server thing. So they end up on servers their friends told them to end on, or where the game automatically assigned them.
I was on Ner'zhul for that reason.
I
Sorry.
used to play there.
Yeah.
That's actually sort of how I got on the server I started on. I was on Twisting Nether, where a couple friends of mine played, which is basically a fucking ghost town now. And my first character was my druid, Volfane. I don't know. It has been like nearly... Oh, no, shit. It has been 14 years since I started playing. January 2008. And I still don't know how to pronounce my own character's name. But he is still on my account. He is level capped. He has followed me from server to server. But he's not my main. I think I only keep him around for the history. And that's kind of why I brought my warlock over. So that was the question. We have a new question for you next week. How do you make a guild? Wrong answers only. You can answer that on Discord at thrallsballs.com. You can answer that in email, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com, or on Twitter at thrallsballspod. All right, so I don't have a bumper for this yet. I started making it but never finished it. It's time for the TB draft. Da-da-da. Yeah?
Da-da-da.
Bow!
And no time for Monday night, or whatever it goes. Anyway, last time we drafted the third faction. Gershom drafted Murlocs, Nagas, Gilblins, and Jinyu, and she called it Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Bentolas drafted Ogres, Yongle, Sandlane, and Wildhammer Dwarves, and he called it Prestige Worldwide. I drafted Vrykul, Tonka, Tuskar, and Ice Trolls, and I called it the Frozen Horde. We put a poll out, you guys all voted, and I closed voting on it last night, and I made a lovely little message in the polls channel. And with the final count, we have in third place Bentolas with 4 votes. Gershom and I were tied for a while, but then some kind soul gave me one single more vote. So Bent with 4 votes, Gershom with 5, me with 6. So that decides the order for our snake draft tonight. And tonight we are drafting our 5-man dungeon team. So we each pick a lore character to tank, 3 characters to DPS, and 1 to heal. It does not matter which of those roles we fill first, but with the order being based on who won the last draft, up first is Bent, then Gershom, and then me, then Gershom, then Bent, then Gershom, then me. You get the idea. So, Bent, who's your first choice, and what role are they in?
Anduin, he's a healer.
I had a feeling. Alright, Gershom, who are you picking first?
I'm gonna pick Lothar for a tank.
Ooh, he's a tank. I thought he was a DPS.
Listen, these fucking what do you call them? Lore characters have a little more flexibility than we do. Like, Anduin could easily be considered a paladin by gameplay standards, but he's not a paladin because he hasn't done the paladin-y stuff, you know?
Lothar was a full suit warrior. He's a tank, dude.
What, is he? I don't know.
I think you gotta give it to her, man.
No. I'm not denying what she's saying. I'm just curious. Like, why?
Because he's a badass. Wait, I don't remember. Did he kill Doomhammer or did Doomhammer kill him?
He killed.
They both
Orgrim.
killed each other,
No,
right?
Orgrim killed him, and then later Tyrande killed Orgrim. I believe. I don't know.
Oh, I also want to point out, faction lines don't matter for this. Like, you could
Nice.
have a Horde tank and an Alliance healer for all I care. I am picking my tank first, and I actually put a lot of, like, is this okay for me to take? And I never asked you guys, but I'm gonna. I'm picking my tank first, and my tank is gonna be fucking Ursoc. Ursoc.
Oh shit! Okay.
Hell yeah.
He was a druid, but okay.
He's dope. That's a dope ass pick.
Ursoc. And then I guess it's me again because it's a snake draft. So I'm gonna take for a healer. I'm going with Prophet Velen. Because as shitty as a healer as he was in the fucking mage tower for the guardian druid, the guy is impossibly powerful. He is my healer.
I actually think he's one of the best characters in lore, so I'll give it that.
Gershom, who's your next person?
All right, I'll pick a healer before y'all snatch him up. I'm gonna snatch a Tyrande.
Tyrande.
Healer. I could see that. I think these days she's a little pissed off and would rather slice and dice, but she is a priest. You know, priestess. That's her thing. She'd be a damn good healer. I almost called you Anduin. Bent, who's your next one?
Y'all gonna shit yourself, but I'm actually gonna take Malfurion.
I am
because
surprised.
For what? Though.
Because
For what role?
Tank. I need a battle res in my group.
Oh shit!
Fair.
No,
And
that's good,
he's
yep.
a tank. He's a good tank.
I hear
In my
it.
opinion.
His bear form is pretty fucking dope. You have another pick, Bent.
Can I pick the role they play in my team?
I mean, you already have a healer and a tank, so you just have DPS left.
Yeah, I know.
3 DPS left.
I am going to pick Thrall and as an elemental shaman.
Oh, I see. Thrall, Ellie, DPS. That works.
I hate that as a Horde, he is not on my roster at all.
Yeah.
You're a hater. I like Thrall.
I am a
Honestly,
hater. You're
I was
right.
totally,
I am a fucking
I was
hater.
totally gonna take Thrall. All right, Gershom, who's your next pick?
Okay, I got my DPS. Speaking of Horde, I'm going for Rexxar, motherfuckers.
Y'all keep taking people I was gonna take, which is kind of the point of the draft. So, God, this doesn't fit. I want to take. It doesn't make sense. I'm gonna go with Illidan as DPS.
Oh, that's a good. Fuck.
It doesn't really make sense. No, it does make sense. He was working with Velen on Broken Shore. That works. He and Ursoc don't know each other, but I don't know people in my dungeons very often anyway, so we're good.
Motherfucker. I was going to take him. He was going to be my next pick.
Okay, I have one more. Who's my next DPS? Let's go with Rathian.
Oh, you fucker. You
Ah.
took all my DPS.
Well, it's Gershom's turn. You got 2 more DPS, G.
I get 2 in a row or just 1?
Just 1.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. Man, this is hard, motherfucker. Look your eyes to the skies. I'm taking Rhonin.
Oh, fuck. How do you spell Rhonin?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright,
That's
yep.
it.
What? I don't know a lot about Rhonin. What, if you had to say he was a class, what class was he?
Mage.
He was a mage.
Fire
oh,
mage.
Okay.
Fire mage, yeah.
Alright, so you got your fucking time warp. Oh, shit, I didn't think of that.
Yo, Ron is a badass character though. Like if you read
Dude,
the
he's
books,
so cool. I love him. I
the,
love
f-
Rhonin.
the fact that
If
he
you
like
read the
sacrifices himself to, I don't know, he's just dope. It's a good pick.
All right, you're up. Ben.
I am going to go with Mathias Shaw.
Ooh, Mathias Shaw.
very nice.
A rogue is instrumental in a good group. They have so much crowd control. I'm gonna go with him. Yeah,
All right.
Mathias Shaw.
And then you have one last pick.
I am gonna go with Lorewalker Cho, not a brewmaster. He's a one of those
The
fist.
panda guys.
Yeah, the panda guys, like the guys who throw a bunch of fists. You need a good monk. You need a good monk in your group.
Yeah, all right. Gershom, who is your last DPS?
I'm gonna go and fuck up Bentolas right now with Mathias Shaw and say I'm gonna pick Flynn Fairwind.
Oh, damn.
He smells like salt water. Come on, dude. How could you not pick him?
What was it? Salt and whiskey
Salt,
and soap
salt
or
and
something?
whiskey and soap. I'm picking Flynn Fairwind.
He's an outlaw rogue, though. Like, I'll give you that. Like, he is a very handsome.
I just think
motherfucker.
it would be funny to have him pick against your Mathias Shaw because they're obviously butt fucking.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they are.
edit that out if you want.
I mean, I'm not. Why would I edit that? That is obviously canon. They are butt fucking.
Yeah, they're
It was
butt
written in plain English, butt fucking, with the mustache. It was like a hole tickler.
Oh man. Oh, ooh. All
right,
that's
so-
a hot couple. Anyways,
I'm
Okay,
torn
you have one more.
two. I'm torn between two. One is a mage, and they have time warp. One is technically a hunter. And don't hunters have some kind of...
Yeah, they have a loss, so you're good.
Then... I'm sorry, Jaina. I gotta take Illyria. Illyria Windrunner is...
Oh man, you know, I was actually thinking like Sylvanas as my hunter, but
Yeah,
I took Thrall.
I don't think Sylvanas would have been a vote-getting pick, to be honest.
I had a Sylvanas in my DPS too, but then I was like, I just don't want her.
Okay, so the time has come to name our teams. Bent, what are you calling your team?
I'm gonna name my team. My dog is bark. I'm gonna call it the Bentolas Trifecta.
The Bentolas Trifecta. Gershom, what are you calling yours?
Kids suck. My team fucks.
What do you name
Okay.
yours, Blackie?
I think I'm gonna go with Team Truck Nuts, just because that's the first thing that came to my mind. So, the Bentolas Trifecta is Malfurion as the tank, Anduin as the healer, and for DPS we have Ellie Shaman Thrall, Mathias Shaw, and Lorewalker Cho. Gershom's Kids Suck My Team Fucks is Lothar as the tank, Tyrande as the healer, Rexxar and Rhonin and Flynn Fairwind as the DPS. And my team, the Team Truck Nuts, Ursoc as the tank, Velen as the healer, Illidan, Rathian, and Illyria Windrunner as DPS. You can go ahead and vote on the poll that will be up in the Discord, and I'll link it on Twitter as well. You get to the Discord by going to thrallsballs.com. And the Twitter is @thrallsballspod. So, final thoughts. Let's start with the drunkest. Bent, what's your final thought?
I really don't have a final thought. It's just really good to be back, though.
That is a final thought, and it is good to have you back. Gershom, your final thought?
I'm coming in as second drunkest, and I'm glad to have been back, and I'm totally fucking drunk and having so much fun recording the pod. Thank you for listening, everybody.
And my final thought, First, I'm happy to have Bent back. Second, never, ever
Bet the Packers.
make the original
I'm
iteration. Never make the original iteration of the Outbreak. This is fucking nasty. It's going straight in the toilet because I don't think even the fucking sink can handle this. Anyway.
It curdled that bad?
Yeah, it's bad, bro. Oh, I accidentally killed the background music. But that's okay. We're at the end of the show anyway, so y'all can go ahead and follow us in all the different places. You can find us on Twitter at ThrallsBallsPod. You can follow me, Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y, 08. Follow Gershom, Hunter Gershom, Gershom. Bentolas is Bentolas_outlaw, Bentolas, and that's all on Twitter. You can email us with feedback to thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Leave us a review on the Warcraft Radio podcast directory. But otherwise, bye, we love you, be good.